Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We finally reached the end of the week. Thankfully, finally got here. Welcome to your Friday edition of the Movie Mornings Show news update. We got some interesting things, a little outside of our norm, but Lego has announced a couple of things that I think we will all be intrigued by. We also got a little bit of a news update on Wicked's box office performance. And we're going to be talking about all the things coming out this weekend. So grab yourself a cup of coffee. If you're like me and it's freezing cold outside, hopefully this update and coffee will get you warmed up as we head into this very, very chilly Friday. Oh, what a cup. It's a great cup, everybody. All right, let's get going. So this first story comes from Andrew Webster over at The Verge. Nintendo next Lego console will be a Game Boy. So this, to me, I think this is great. I'm a big fan, unfortunately, of Lego. Really got heavily into it this past year. And spent way too much money on Legos, like stupid amounts of money. But now they're going to make a Game Boy Lego. So, I mean, of course, I'm going to want that. So, while we're all waiting for official news about the Switch 2, Nintendo has gone ahead and announced a very different kind of console. The company is teasing a collaboration with Lego that will see the original gray brick known as a Game Boy rendered in Lego blocks. There are no details yet, aside from the fact that it'll be out in October, but it's likely an official reveal is coming soon. This isn't the first collab between the two companies, as there have been a handful of Lego sets based on Nintendo properties, along with a blocky rendition of the NES. I actually built that last year, and I love it. It's such a good set. If you're keeping track, this is part of a lengthy string of non-Switch 2 announcements and launches that Nintendo has made over the last few months. So yeah, it goes on to talk about the Switch 2 and the different things that they've announced, but let's just stick with the Game Boy here. I love the Game Boy. The Game Boy, the old gray brick, still, to me, is very iconic, obviously. Personally, my favorite Game Boy was this yellow Game Boy Color that I got with Pokemon Gold, and I played the crap out of that one, man. But obviously a Lego version of the gray brick is going to be awesome. I hope it comes with cartridges. Like, there is a cartridge with the NES version. But like in the Atari set, they've got multiple cartridges. I think it'd be really cool if you could have like, the Game Boy games that would make the most sense, right? So obviously Super Mario Land, honestly, 2 would make more sense because it's a better game. Link's Awakening would be a good one. I mean, obviously Pokemon, if you could have the red and blue cartridges in Lego form, so hopefully we'll get something like that. But if the Nintendo Game Boy isn't quite your speed, then perhaps this next one will be, because this next one is pretty wackadoo, if you ask me. So, also announced today, another collaboration, Bluey Lego sets. Calling all builders, big and small, explore the world of Bluey brick by brick with 6 brand new Lego sets across the Lego 4 Plus and Lego Duplo ranges, inspired by your favorite Bluey moments. The Lego Group and BBC Studios have today announced a new partnership that will let families and fans of all ages explore the world of Bluey like never before, with an exciting collaboration launching with 6 new Lego Bluey sets. The partnership aims to create fun moments of imaginative roleplay and creativity for families as they build, connect, and play out their favorite scenes from the show. Quote, "This partnership is a match made in heaven for the younger builders and families alike. Just like the Lego brand, the Bluey brand has play at the heart of everything they do, which aligns perfectly with the Lego brand values and mission," says the head of preschool at the Lego Group. "We believe the Lego Bluey products will offer families a fantastic new way to engage with beloved characters and stories from the hit animated series, cultivating even more imaginative play inspired by the Healers," said Julie, head of licensing Hardlines consumer products at BBC Studios. Bluey fans and builders of all ages can look forward to the reveal of 6 brand new Bluey Lego sets in the next few months before their release in June of 2025. For real life. That's right. So, Bluey. I mean, listen, if you've watched any of the Hopefully Awesome stuff, you know we're huge fans of Bluey. I still stand by the fact that even if you don't have kids, Bluey is a phenomenal series on Disney Plus, and I would suggest everybody give it a chance. There's a couple of episodes that would be like the best ones to get a feel for the series, but I mean, I think the show just in general is wonderful. They had a big year this past year. They had their biggest episode yet, 28 minutes long, which sounds like it's short, but I promise it's big for Bluey. And there's also the announcement that they're going to have a movie. So Bluey just getting all the love that they're getting, it makes me very happy. We fell in love with Bluey when we first had our daughter. She's about to turn 5. And so Bluey it's great. I don't know. It warms my heart. I'm very excited to see what the Bluey Lego sets are going to be. I imagine like the house will probably be one. I could see like maybe the Jeep. Maggie was saying that, she thinks there could be like Keepy Uppy or Chattermax, that they could possibly have some things. So if you're Bluey fans, I mean, I feel like there's some crossover between us and Bluey as far as fans go. So if you're a fan of Bluey and Lego, I mean, you're probably eating this up as much as I am. But let me know, which one are you most excited for? The Game Boy or the Bluey? Let me know in the chat. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. And also, what other Lego sets that they don't already have would you be super interested in? Like, if you don't build Lego, what is something that Lego could come out with that you would be like, okay, well, I have to get that? Let me know. Very, very, very curious to hear your thoughts. I'm also hoping I don't think it's been announced or anything, but I'm hoping we get a good set of Superman Legos this year. Obviously, the Superman movie coming out. It's perfect time, and like Batman always gets his due. I think it's time. It's time to get Superman his Lego due, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready to just waste so much money on everything. All right, story number 2. Wicked sings to record 70 million in premium VOD sales in first week as it nears 700 million at the global box office. The record-smashing musical has been a huge win for NBC's Universal's film empire, which have proven that a movie can still be a big draw in theaters even if it goes to home entertainment early. This is from Pamela McClintock over at The Hollywood Reporter. The record-smashing musical has been a huge win. I already told that. Universal is pulling back the curtain on what John M. Chu's Wicked has earned in premium VOD sales numbers that are often kept a closely guarded secret by the major Hollywood studios. The blockbuster film and Oscar hopeful has earned nearly 700 million at the global box office to date, as well as racking up more than 70 million in premium video-on-demand sales in the US and Canada in its first week in the home. May seem counterintuitive, but going in the home as early as 30 to 40 days doesn't mean it hurts a tentpole's box office profile. That's true. We actually picked up Wicked when it came out. I think it was last Tuesday. Obviously not the Tuesday this week, but the Tuesday before. With New Year's Eve, they released it. And it's so good, man. God, I love this movie. Again, Wicked, our number 1 movie of the year. If you haven't checked it out, do yourself a favor. Watch it. Fall in love with it. It's great. In 2020, Universal's Film Entertainment Group became the first studio to strike a landmark deal with top exhibitors that formalized a plan for a premium transactional window that would allow consumers to watch first-run movies in the home far sooner than the norm. It was previously 75 to 90 days, but several other studios quickly followed suit, and premium VOD has since been a boon for many films. For Universal, premium VOD has become an integral component of its business plan and has accounted for more than $1.5 billion in consumer money spent to date. Wicked, the top-grossing Broadway musical adapted of all time, was made available on December 31st. Consumers can purchase Wicked in the home at a $30 price point and $20 for a rental, which includes the original film and the sing-along versions. Universal consistently releases its larger tentpoles in the home after their 5th theatrical weekend, but it decided to wait another week for Wicked into a New Year's Eve event for families after it played exclusively in cinemas for 39 days. Universal's largest first week of on premium video on demand for theatrical release was previously $44 million for the Mario Brothers movie. Wicked still has a 2.5-month exclusive premium home entertainment window before it goes to NBC Universal's streaming service, Peacock. So if you want to wait another, what it's saying, like 2.5 months to watch it, you can watch it on Peacock. I personally wouldn't wait that long. That's just me. But, you know, I bought it because, I mean, it's a $10 difference. I'd rather just go ahead and own it. And our daughter loves it. Oh, my God. She sings it all the time. I mean, I love it, too, and I sing it all the time as well. But yeah, it's just interesting kind of seeing this, that not only is it still doing good in theaters, but it's also making just a lot of money at home. So I don't know. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with this. Like, I definitely believe in movie theaters. Think they should be a thing. We try and go to the movies every weekend, so long as we have, you know, somebody to watch the kids. But I'm also a huge proponent of being able to watch stuff at home, especially during the past 5 years, when there's been, you know, big reasons to not go out to large gatherings. You know, I think it's, I don't know. For me, the movie theater is special enough that even if it was at home, there's still movies that I would want to see at a theater. Wicked being one of them. Like, if I could have got Wicked at home, I still would have went and watched it in theaters. Doom 2, another one. But there's some movies that I wish I could have watched at home instead of having to go to the theater, you know. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. Are you, do you think it's okay that it's, movies are hitting home video within 30 days of coming out in theaters? Do you think that hurts the box office? Or do you think, Wicked kind of proves that there is still a desire to watch movies in theaters, even if they are available at home? Let me know. I'm curious your all's thoughts on that. So now it's time for number 3. And that's where we talk about all the things that are coming out this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and warn you. There's a lot. And by a lot, I mean there's 3 things coming out. So the first one is Better Man. And I tried to get more details on this. Of course, this is the Robbie Williams biopic. It says that it was in limited release, but everything else I was seeing was saying it was in full release. So I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's full release, but if you don't see it playing near you, it's possible it goes wide a little bit later. But Better Man is currently at a Rotten Tomatoes score of 89% and the audience score is at 95%. Better Man is based on the true story of the meteoric rise, dramatic fall, and remarkable resurgence of British pop star Robbie Williams, one of the greatest entertainers of all time. Under the visionary direction of Michael Gracie from The Greatest Showman, the film is uniquely told from Robbie's perspective, capturing his signature wit and indomitable spirit. It follows Robbie's journey from childhood to being the youngest member of chart-topping boy band Take That, though, to his unparalleled achievements as a record-breaking solo artist, all the while confronting the challenges that stratospheric fame and success can bring. I love that it does not mention the fact that he's a CGI monkey. Like, at no point did it mention that. The whole movie, he's a CGI monkey, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless there's like, a moment at the end when he turns into just regular Robbie Williams. But like, yeah. And I'm still not certain as to why they decided to go that route. I haven't looked into it, but it's just such an interesting choice there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one, just to be completely honest. I don't really know Robbie Williams that well. Like, there's a few songs that I know that I really like. Hey, how here's the guy. Like, I like that song. But I don't know, man. I don't know. This is one of those perfect times that I'd be happy to pay to watch it at home. where, you know, I don't have to worry about finding a babysitter and all that stuff. Like, I'd be willing to pay to watch it at home, you know. But that's just me. Obviously, you do you. Also hitting theaters, we got Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. So this movie stars Gerard Butler and I can't hardly read this. O'Shea Jackson Jr. And if I mispronounce that, I'm sorry. Yeah, there it is. O'Shea Jackson Jr. This movie does not have any ratings so far. It's 2 hours and 24 minutes, rated R, I believe. Big Nick, Gerard Butler, is back on the hunt in Europe and closing in on Donnie, O'Shea Jackson Jr., who is embroiled in the treacherous and unpredictable world of diamond thieves and the infamous Panther Mafia as they plot a massive heist of the world's largest diamond exchange. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never heard of this series. Like, I mean, it's Den of Thieves 2, so I'm assuming this is a sequel to Den of Thieves. I have not heard of this. But I'm sure, you know, the first one must have done good enough that they made a sequel. So yeah, unfortunately, that is all the movies coming out of the theaters. We are in a very, very dry spell. Also a very cold spell. So, you know, we're probably all better off that there's not a lot of movies that we would want to get out and go watch, because it's probably not that safe to like be on the roads and stuff with this huge winter storm where we live anyway. Moving on. Last thing that we're going to talk about that also comes out this weekend on streaming services and VOD. There's only one thing of note, and that is Goosebumps: The Vanishing. That's not the sound effect I was going for, but sure, let's just go with that. So this is coming to Disney Plus on Friday, January 10th. That's today, obviously. And it says a group of teens in Brooklyn unearth a link between a local tragedy and a long dormant threat. If you're watching the video version, you can see the Ross Geller, David Schwimmer is in this. So this is the new Goosebumps series. I guess like I haven't watched season 1. I'm assuming it's almost like American Horror Story, where like each season is its own self-contained story. But I saw the trailer for this. It looked good. Like, I'd like to check it out. I love watching Goosebumps as a kid on Fox Kids and stuff. We talked about it last night during our 90s VHS stream, where we watch an old random tape, and Goosebumps had popped up. And, you know, it was always a lot of fun. So I'm interested to see if this is good or not. And it's also really weird that it's David Schwimmer. Like, I don't know, just all of this is just like, show this to me 15 years ago and I'd be like, what are you talking about? What is this? But yeah, I don't know. It's an anthology horror TV 14. So probably, you know, a little bit more adult than like the kids Goosebumps stuff. And I'm assuming it's definitely more adult than like the Jack Black Goosebumps movies. Which, side note, was first date Maggie and I went on. I took her to watch Goosebumps movie on Halloween. So there you go. That's it, everybody. You know, it's not really been that busy. Not a lot of news. Not a lot of good news. You know, there's obviously a lot of stuff going on in the world. In Hollywood, there's, you know, the fires and everything, and it's awful. So, you know, obviously our thoughts are with them. We hope everybody stays safe, obviously. But yeah, we'll be here, and we'll cover whatever we can to try and, you know, bring a smile, you know, bring some entertainment to you. But that's it. That's going to wrap it up, everybody. We hope you all have a great weekend. We hope you enjoy whatever you get into, and we hope that you just have some fun, you know, and stay warm. But that is going to wrap it up for me this morning. Thank you for watching, as always. Thanks for sticking with us this week, especially through the slower news week. And let me know if there's something you'd like us to talk about on the days when there's nothing to talk about. You know, I really enjoyed doing the top 10 list yesterday, the movies to watch while you're stuck at home on a snow day. I'd love to do stuff more like that. So let me know if you enjoyed that. That would help me know like if it's worth doing more of those. And if you hated it, then let me know that too, so I don't waste my time doing it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. And as always, have a hopefully awesome day. Goodbye.